G'day guys, how's it going? Rubber Kitty here. So, being careful who you compare yourself to. Now, a lot of people will compare themselves to peers, their heroes, someone they look up to in order to set goals and all that, which is awesome. But you also compare it to yourself, who you were, even yesterday. One of the good things about comparing yourself is that you can see where you can improve. You find somebody that you'd like to be or have a life that you would like to lead, as in, well, that's not exactly what I want, but it's kind of the direction I want to head in. So you compare what they're doing and what you're doing, and see what they're doing that you're not. And that, trust me, they don't get it right all the time. So the things that you might have that you go, I don't really want that part of their life, I want this part of my life, so I'll just not worry about that sort of stuff. And this can be a good thing. Where it's bad is where you start getting competitive too much, where all you're doing is trying to keep up with other people rather than go, this is my own path. Because even though it's important to set goals and strive for what you want in life, it is also important to make sure that it is attainable. Not so easily attainable is that you go, that was just no effort, and I'm not going to really appreciate all the people around me who helped make it happen. But you've got to make it hard enough so that you will have to push yourself outside of those comfort zones that you have. And it's not always ones that you think about. It can be something really different, something you didn't really think about, that it would stretch you in ways that you just didn't originally think about. Like you thought maybe, okay, this will improve this and that's something like, say, going to yoga. So I'm going to yoga because that's going to improve my flexibility and all sorts of other stuff. But then when you find out when you go that maybe the friendships that you have that sort of give you a different perspective on life, that could be a way to stretch yourself spiritually as well. So you never know. Where this comes into play for me in particular with BDSM lifestyle is that there's quite a few people, particularly new people, who want to, and a lot of them subs and doms, well, mostly subs that usually ask this question, or say, how can I be the best sub that I can be? How can I take more? And they're usually comparing themselves to things that they see on the internet, more particularly pornography, and others, things like on FetLife and all that, where they see all these images where people who have been playing for ages, or the images have been staged, all the writings that people do. It's important to note that these things that you see, they're not you. They're not in your particular situation. So while some people say that they want to be able to take X, Y, Z, I'm like, well, that's very well and good, but what responsibilities do you have after a play session like that? Do you need to be cognizant? Do you have other responsibilities that you need to attend to? Are you working the next day, or have you just finished work? This whole keeping up with the Joneses can be particularly dangerous when in regards to BDSM, because then, as I've told many people, it can be like a drug, in that you get the happy drugs go to your brain, you feel warm and floaty, or just really alive, and you're like an adrenaline junkie, or just a normal junkie, where you keep wanting that again and again, and you'll go to extremes just to fulfill that. Now, then when you look back on life and say, okay, I've done more than I could, but now, is this the vision that I wanted for my life? Is this where I thought I would go? Is this going somewhere that I like, the direction that it's going in? Or am I taking it too far? So, who do you compare yourself to? what are the pluses and minuses? Because there are minuses, don't get me wrong. I mean, there's quite a few great speakers around the world, and they motivate people. What was it? Simon Sinek. There's Jordan Peterson. There's Tony Robbins. A huge lot of people out there. Mel Robbins. They look like they're living the life and it looks easy, but they've been through a lot, and there are a lot of negatives also in their lives. They just don't let it get them down. So, who do you compare yourself to? What are the pluses and minuses? And how would you like to develop yourself? What are the things that you want to incorporate in your life? And have you compared yourself to the you like yesterday, 5 years ago, 5 minutes ago? And look around you and see, is this the kind of life you want to lead? And why are you comparing? Also, that's an interesting thing. Why are you comparing? Is it to better your life? Is it because you feel like you need to justify yourself and your life? I mean, there's two different contexts that you're coming from there. So think about that. Why are you comparing? What's the point of you comparing? Is it for good or ill, or particularly for your own mindset? So today's hump day. Quite a topic for hump day. Anyway, lovely day. I'll see you guys later. Bye.